Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good.
I like the play call there. Second, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly, nothing developing. Get the ball down to your back, pick up a new set of downs.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
At the 31-yard line.
And it all starts with that missed block up front. Anytime a defender is able to get upfield and vertical that far, there's just really not much you can do to stop him.
On second down, Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Detroit.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Detroit.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
He'll get about 2. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and 8. Laporta in motion. To throw is Goff. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
7, Lions nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. The offense gets it back, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
with how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down. Throwing, Goff. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slaw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Good blocking to the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. And you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown in time for the kickoff. Gibson now on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth.
Barkley has fumbled. And fortunately for him, he's able to get back on it, but it will go down as a loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
That is hot! And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That is where you don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. That's Goddard in motion. On the ground, this is Barkley. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 23-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Here's Barkley. He's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Lions 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. It has been a roller coaster of a start. Fumble return for a touchdown the opening drive, but atoning for it on the next drive, scoring the last time they had the ball. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing here is Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Now, Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
For Lions, 1st down. A gain of 7. First down, Lions.
Here's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. Down to the 10. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. 3rd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. Kirby Joseph.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm, just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Lions offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Goff. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips that time, in there for the sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Goff to throw. That's caught by Tush. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. Whoa! And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust, you soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is caught by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And to pick up 3 or maybe 4. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. This one complete. It's to Small. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. John Campbell on the stop. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
That's what they call a big dagger route. It's about 10, 15 yards where you just round off your outside foot and rip into the middle of the field. And they executed it to perfection, and they're able to move the chains.
A handoff, running left. It's Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
14.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Lions first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Room to run at the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
21 yards.
Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
First down.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
That's over the middle. Caught by Taslav. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field.
And he will score! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His second touchdown of this first half.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Lions 21.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
Saquon
line.
Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. That's taken in by Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. It's 3rd and 4. Dotson, the man in motion. 3rd and short. Hurts will throw. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
At the Eagles' 49-yard line.
2nd and 5. Here's Goff. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Laporta in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing here is Goff. And that is incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
To throw is Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's 4th down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Laporta in motion. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Goff is going to hold on to it. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will cut the lead down to 4.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35. A first down throw for Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Gibson now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Eagles offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed when the ball's thrown so far behind it. You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. He'll try and get there on the ground. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back, but instead you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. A run with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the
So often, Mike, you can
41-yard line.
tell a team's decision on 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. So I think after that 3rd down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on 4th down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on 3rd.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Lions 24.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Laporta in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third, they need 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
Yards. That's good for a Lions first down. A gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The 40-yard line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That is Cooper DeGene in there for the stop. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and 11. Now, Goff. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's the Lions punt team now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Dotson will bring it back. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. The tight end motioning left here. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Barkley. Ooh. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
To throw, Hurts. And he's in. Right out the terrace. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles are able to extend the lead.
Eagles 42, Lions 24.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The biggest element on a lot of these explosive runs, Mike, is can the running back make the first guy miss? That's exactly what he was able to do here, and it led to a big gain.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Campbell on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Goff. This one complete. It's to Swan. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9
yards.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Goff. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Josh Uche in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He's to the 10. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back, because right now, the defense has no answers to stop it.
First down throw there is incomplete.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta, touchdown Lions.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are able to cut into the deficit.
Lions 31.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. Oh! We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 5.
Hurts now. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They wind up gaining 8 on third and 4.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
On play action, Hurts. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's into the end zone. And they're making it look easy. Touchdown, Eagles.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Elliott now for the extra point. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
49, Lions 31.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. As completed is St. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They'll go with the sneak. He's going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
2 yards on the play. First down, Detroit.
Here's Goff to the outside. That's St. Brown. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Jalen's punt on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here is Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tislam.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Open man, Devontae Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On the ground, this is Barkley. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. Dotson, the man in motion. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Now Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
17 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Barkley. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
Down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Saquon will take it in. Touchdown. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
Score Eagles 56, Lions 31.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. He takes off. And he'll take this forward for about 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. Goff to throw. Over the middle, caught by Tesla. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Yards.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
46-yard line.
Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
To Slaw, the man in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. On second down, Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
3. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. And he's in! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions are able to edge a bit closer.
56, Lions 38.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now Barkley. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Finding space at the 15. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
63. Lions 38.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. The Lions called their first timeout. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go.
And 2 at the 34-yard line.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of 16
now
yards.
Detroit's going to use their second timeout. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.